Hello, stream? Oh my god, hang on. I need to bring the microphone closer. Hello? Oh shit. Ooh. You know what? I should really take these off. There's been so many times. I have like these charms hanging off of my microphone. There's been too many times where I hit my microphone because of the charms. Because of the charms. And I've ruined takes of my YouTube videos and stuff because of it. Anyway, per usual, we are doing streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so wherever you are more comfortable watching, feel free to watch on whatever platform. I do have both chats open, so if I'm not talking to one chat, I'm probably talking to other, vice versa. So, hello, good evening, guys. It is the last of the branching stories. Today, we are doing Xavier's Voyage of the Outcast. We're getting the final bit of a little piece of Xavier's lore. Lore time! Okay, let's see. Who is here? Charlie, hello. Seabeth, hello. Tiny Tees, hello. Finn, hello. Welcome, welcome. You thirsty? I'm not. Xavier, I like Xavier, don't get me wrong, but he's not my favorite, so not quite as thirsty. We got a lot of that already from the Silosmith and all of that good stuff. So, so yes, let me go ahead and open up the screen here. Boop. Hey, yo, what is up, chat? Look, I fixed the colors on my iPad. Not that you guys may or may not be able to. Javier, Phil, for the last time, his name is not Javier. It's Xavier. It's Xavier. or Xavier, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Most people call him Xavier. Anyway, it is a lore time. It is lore time. Javier. So I opened the game today and I switched who is in the cafe, and I switched it to Xavier because clearly it's his time to shine. Oh yeah, I should probably close these really quick. Give me 1 second. Close. Yes. Oh shit, I was gonna set this up before stream. I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. But guys. Something amazing happened when I woke up today. Something amazeballs. Let me see. I'm trying to grab the image. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So, in case you are not following the Twitter, because I was going to post this after stream today, but... Was it me? No, it was not you. But... Guys, my YouTube channel hit 2K subs. Thank you guys so much. As a thank you, I will be giving away an Aurum Pass and $50 credit for the game. Details are on Twitter if you guys want to see what the giveaway details are. It is Tama_lads. I honestly don't remember. Shoot, I should have grabbed the link for the Twitter and just spammed it in chat. But hey, if you guys want to enter the giveaway, you gotta go on Twitter because there's no legitimate and easy way to do it on YouTube. But let me grab the Twitter link really quick. My bad. Sorry. It's totally professional stream. Yes, we hit 2K, guys! Yay! I am so happy. Like, I thought it was going to take a little bit longer to hit 2K. Yes. Thank you so much, Phil. Thank you. I will grab that link really quick. It needs to be put in both chats. So, yeah, that is the link. That is the link. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't. And there are some rules. So basically, it is $50 credit. It will be given either as a Google Play credit, Apple Apple credit or a PayPal transfer, depending on your region. If you're US, it's going to be either Apple or Google Play. If you are anywhere else in the world, it'll just probably be a PayPal transfer if you have PayPal. Otherwise, I don't know how else I would give it out. So if you can enter. You just need to repost this image, and then follow the account, follow my Twitter account, and you have to post a photo booth picture of you and your love interest. So whoever it may be, album. So just any like photo in here, it just has to be you and your love interest. I don't mind the random photo of Foreseer Zane here. But yeah, any of these like kinds of photos, or even just a memory photo would work as well. But I need to be able to see for validation purposes that it is on your Hunter profile, because that's how I can validate that that you are a player of Love and Deepspace, because I do want the credit to actually legitimately go to a Love and Deepspace player. So, like I said, all of the rules and stuff is posted on there. Check it out later if you can. But for now, we're probably just going to go ahead and focus on Xavier's branching story today. And, which, by the way, I opened up the game and this was what Xavier was wearing? He looks super cute! Mr. Bunnyman. Also, Pyrehead, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you for a $20 super chat. Thank you. Hey everyone, call Tama. Like, what?
Are you in a bad mood?
I'm in a bad mood now. I'm in a bad mood now. Also, thanks for the 20. The heck, Pyrehead? Bruh. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, we are focusing on Xavier's branching story today, which I have not opened the thing yet. And also, if you guys want to get the free 5-star memory, make sure you're opening up the event tab and going to Campus Mystery. Okay, and make sure you're checking in every day for this. You got 6 days to check in, and it ends 9 days, which gives you a couple of days of like, wiggle room for it. So don't miss out on the 5-star memory, okay? Free 5-star memory, guys. Also, I am so sorry, I forgot to open the bot. I will fix that. Give me 1 second. Okay, daily check-in. What? Let's see. How does this do? Oops. No. Wait, how did I do this again? Crap. How do I do this? Daily. Oh, here we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Is it this? Oh yeah, here we go. Twitch versus. Wait, no. Wait, how did I do this again? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. Sorry. How did I do this before? Oh shit. I don't remember how to do this. I haven't touched this button in a while. Oh my god. No, that's the command. Reward redemption. No. Is it? Crap platforms? Oh yeah, here we go. Max 1. Okay, max 0. Okay, so if you claimed the daily adventure gear, feel free to claim it again, because I removed the limitation on it. Oh my god, Firehead, thank you for another 10. Oh my god. There we go. Now you can redeem. Did anyone else use that command? Use that redemption? No? Okay, it was just Nigel? Was it just Nigel? Okay. Okay. Bah. Of course it's the mod. Of course it's the mod. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, 1 second. Rearranging windows. Okay. Okay, now that that's settled. My bad. Alrighty. So, where was I? Okay, yeah. So, anyway, free 5-star memory. Don't forget to check in if you are playing. Okay, make sure you check in, please. Oh, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you for this $5 super. Absolutely love your videos. You educate me so much. I love Deepspace lore and resources. Keep up the good work. Yay, thank you. Also, I do have a super chat, number of super chat goal up on YouTube. Basically, if we hit that goal, then I will immediately go into like any Love and Deepspace lore questions. So if you guys have like kind of like an FAQ. So if you guys want to ask anything about lore stuff, you are free to ask me because I have read way too much in this game. I've read way too much, and I feel like maybe some players may have questions or are maybe missing out on some lore that was tied to limited run memories that they don't have because they joined late. So it's a good opportunity. It will be a really, really good hour of me yapping away and answering your questions. So if you guys want that to happen at the end of the stream, I do need that super chat goal hit. You don't have the dollar amount. I don't think it matters as long as it's at least 5, but it just has to be 50 super chats. So yeah. Still learning all the new YouTube stuff. But anyway, let's see. Where was I? Yes. Wait, what? Yo, there's a chapter 3 on the story! Oh. That's not where the Xavier's thing is, right? No, it's in here, right? Yeah, it's in here. Okay. Okay. 5 Akai Supa. No, not Akai Supas. No red Supas, please. That's way too much money. Oh my god. Hey, Suan, thank you so much for stopping in. Do Xavier Branch first. Yeah, no, don't worry. I am going to do Xavier Branch first. Just give me a second. I'm taking a sip of my boba. Because once again, that is today's main focus. You don't know what the red costs? The red costs $100. I think it shows you on the thing. But yes. Anyway. It is time for Voyage of the Outcast. Pursue the Wanderer causing disappearances. Disappearances. Oh no. Still want some dessert? Oh no. Well, we do have a freezer. Yeah, I'm probably going to tie all of the goals together, and YouTube does keep a track record of what Supas I get, so I'll probably look back on that later and add it to the goal. How do you super? You did it before! What do you mean? You supa'd before. Anyway, we're just gonna get into the story. If I get any more supas during the story, I will read them at the end of stream, just so that we're not like breaking the whole flow of the whole reading. Sound good? Sound good, chat? Shoot. So I need to do... I think the sound is fine, I think. We should be fine. I didn't really change anything. There we go. Alright. Oh, whoops. His name is... God dang it! No, it's not! Oh my god. Bill, you being such a troll. What the heck? Okay, anyway. Voyage of the Outcast. You guys ready? Because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Out of all the lore stuff and all of the... well, aside from Zane's, like, I was also looking forward to Xavier's, because... I feel like, in terms of lore order, I feel like everything started with Xavier somehow. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. Voyage of the Outcast. Let's go. Chapter 1. Let me know as well, guys, if the volume is too loud, okay? After some investigation, combined with a vague hunch, I've identified a highly suspicious wanderer. Andrew is tracking it, but it's been several days since I got a response. This lull allows me to test the new gear Simone modified for me before the next mission. Ooh, do we get to see... do we get to see Simone and... Wait, is Andrew the other guy that we met in, like, the beginning of Chapter 1, or was it Chapter 2? The only problem is that my partner, who promised to join me for this trial, is late as usual. Oh my god.
10 rings! The training session is over now!
Wait, what? I heard a different text. Wait, what? I didn't even hear what they said. Something about training session being over? Will I count all my platforms on the play? Yes, totally. Yep. That's Simone for you. She can turn even the simplest sidearm into something extraordinary. I switch on to safety and put away my gun. My gaze drifts to the empty lane beside me. Looks like Xavier, king of tardiness, didn't get a chance to try out the new gear first.
But at least I have the luck of a partner who's always thinking about me.
Where the heck were you? Xavier, please! The door to the shooting range opened without me noticing. Xavier leans against the doorframe and smiles.
I got caught up following a new lead. I didn't have time to tell you.
What new lead? On what? Is it about that case you've been digging into? You've been really mysterious about it. Time you filled me in. He raises the cup in his hand as he speaks.
Let's talk over a cup of coffee first. I'll tell you everything then.
Excuse me. Sorry. I follow Xavier to the training room's lounge area. I grab the cup of coffee he offers me. I cautiously take a small sip, and it's a little hot and sort of weak. What is it? A really bad coffee out of a Keurig? You made this?
The coffee machine did all the work. I just put in the beans and provided the cup.
Okay, so it wasn't a Keurig, but okay. It sounds like you didn't do much, but the coffee isn't bad. Hearing this, Xavier chuckles. So, your investigation is coffee-related?
Certain people were smuggling painted protocore fragments in the coffee beans. I had to attend as a judge at the coffee contest.
A coffee
I
contest?
figured that with all the effort they put in, there would be a clue about the ether cores.
In coffee
All we got were
beans?
some modified, regular protocores.
In coffee beans. Yes, we're just gonna sneak, like, shards of the ether core in somebody's coffee bean, like a Starbucks, like, peppermint mocha bean mix. or the pumpkin spice latte mix. Oh, I pause, and my gaze falls into the cup in my hand.
What is it?
Since joining Special Operations, Xavier and I busied ourselves with tracking down leads on the ether cores. But I always had a feeling that he was carrying out this secret mission even long before he joined. I also think it's connected to Xavier's other secrets, but this isn't the right time to delve into them. I hold myself back from saying I thought you'd know something related to the ether core's whereabouts. I thought you had more solid leads than Simone and I.
Oh, I figured you'd ask something more probing.
Like what? How so? As if reading my mind, Xavier gives me a chance to steer the direction of this conversation. But when Xavier lowers his head in response to my question, it almost seems like he's slightly upset.
Isn't there anything you genuinely want to ask?
Despite everything we've been through so far, I've never really pressed Xavier about his connection to the ether cores. In that case... How much do you know about the ether cores? Have you been tracking down ether cores before this? I'm gonna go with the second one. Have you been tracking down ether cores before this? Because of my circumstances, I need to keep walking down this path, but what about you?
I'm in the same boat as you.
Are you? Are you, Xavier?
Maybe the only difference is that I knew what the future would entail before I chose this path.
There's the lore
And
drop.
That very future is why I must continue to forge ahead.
Noticing my thoughtful expression, he smiles and gently smooths the furrow between my brows.
I know. You aren't satisfied with my answer.
Oh no.
But
Nope.
there are some truths you have to see and decide for yourself.
Xavier's hunter's watch as well as mine beep at the same time as he finishes speaking.
The wanderer you identified earlier, the one associated with the beta protocurve energy, is confirmed to be related to the ether cores.
Man, what do I get to see Andrew in like as a
Detailed
model
information has been synchronized with your
and not a
device's data
portrait?
log. Get ready to head out.
Oh, hey, it's time to go.
This wanderer will also be difficult to deal with. Should I ask Simone to assist you?
Yes, do it. What? What? But I want Simone to join us! That won't be necessary, but my best mission partner is back. The call ends. I raise an eyebrow at Xavier. I should witness the truths and answers I'm after for myself. Wait. For myself. But that doesn't mean I have to do it alone. One last question. I'd like to know if my partner is willing to fight alongside me for this, and whether or not it's just for today.
I believe this answer will meet your expectations. I'll always be with you, beyond just today.
Beyond just today? Are you sure? Are you sure, Xavier? Also, really quick, I need to go get my Apple Pencil because I left it in the other room. Ugh, because... Ow. Using my hand, it's like floating to like tap my iPad screen, so it's like, it starts hurting after a bit, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, chat. Just need to get my headphones back in. No, you're not late. Well, not quite. I only read through chapter 1 so far. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we shall. Ugh. Okay. Please tell me my pencil's... Yes, my pencil's connected. Excellent. Beep. Three days later, Lincoln City, Prestara Uni. Status in progress. Lately, several students in Prestara University have disappeared after being attacked by the same Wanderer, only to mysteriously reappear on campus a few days later. Although these students returned unscathed, they have no memory of what happened while they were missing. Objective: find out the reasons behind these disappearances and eliminate the Wanderer on campus. Sounds very similar to the storyline in Thorns Under the Moon. Oh my god, Xavier with the glasses. I feel like the thinner frame glasses would suit Xavier better, but I'm just saying. A hand reaches over, turns off the interface of my hunter's watch, and adjusts my cuff before pulling away.
If you keep staring at it, everyone will soon figure out we're hunters.
I lower my arm and glance at Xavier, who's walking next to me. You're right, Xavier, my astronomy buddy. Astronomy buddy. The warm autumn sun peeks out from behind leaves. It casts dappled light onto the corner of his mouth.
That sounds a little staged. You're my journalism schoolmate, remember?
Hey! Thank you so much for the sub! 3 days ago, the Wanderer that attacked Andrew, tracked using the beta protocurve showed up at Prestara University. Considering the recent student disappearances at the university, the association has assigned us the mission to eliminate this Wanderer. To prevent any unnecessary panic, Xavier and I are pretending to be students. With the university's help, excuse me, we'll be conducting interviews with attacked students under the guise of a campus TV station.
You're walking too fast.
My wrist is gently pulled, bringing me back to the moment. I realize I've been rushing. This is the pace I'm used to when I'm on a mission. I look around and purposely slow down. But we finally found a Wanderer that's connected to the ether cores. I would rather move quickly to prevent any problems from happening.
You seem eager.
Aren't you? Xavier adjusts my backpack strap as it starts to slip. I have a
Information
backpack
about
on?
the ether cores is always shrouded in secrecy. Out of 100 leads, one might get you somewhere at best. This lead seems unusually straightforward.
Yeah, this lead seems a little too easy, guys. A little too easy. It's almost as if it's been set up for us to find. Is that what you want to say?
It's just a guess.
It's a trap. It's a trap, guys. It's a trap. You might be right, but the lead right before our eyes, I can't shake the feeling that we need to check it out ourselves.
Yeah, you really are the powerful and impressive evolver everyone's been talking about. But before we meet those students, our first job is to act as students.
Yeah, MC is not exactly the best at acting, as we know from the main story of her trying to, like, like, be in the nest, and how she was just trying to, like, pretend that she was blending in at the nest when clearly she's stuck out. And also in the recent event right now for Silas, where she's walking about the N109 zone with him, trying to look for the gem. Yeah, she's terrible. She would get mugged, or not mugged, probably robbed very easily in the N109 zone if Silas wasn't there. Around us, numerous sleek temporary booths are set up. Students are excitedly weaving through them. Wait, did I miss a line? Oh, yeah, I did. As we talk, we end up walking down this tree-lined path and arrive at a bustling square. Around us, numerous sleek temporary booths are set up. Students are excitedly weaving through them. It sounds like it's a fancy artist alley, if you ask me.
Prestara University Club Recruitment.
There are so many people. Let's take a different route. It's almost time for our scheduled interview, and it wouldn't look good on us if we were late.
Yeah, it'll take a while. But how about we use this opportunity to relive our student days for a bit?
Relive the student days? How are we gonna do that? Xavier stares at me, then he fixes my hair and takes off his non-prescription glasses. I wonder, are the lenses fake, or is the ones where they don't have a lens? He puts them on my face. Wait, what? Why are you handing me the glasses? Don't you want to look smart?
Much better.
Does this make me look more like a student?
It just looks nice.
Hi, are you a freshman this year?
Uh-oh.
You seem perfect for the lead role in our film club's latest project. Are you interested?
You know, I bet they just use that on every single, like, good-looking person they find that they think would be good for their club. Like, after they're done, she walks away and she sees another, like, handsome-looking guy. She's like, "Hey, you look good for our lead role." Like, marketing tactics. Join our club, please. While the club member looks down to find the registration form, a corner of Xavier's mouth slightly curls up.
What did I say?
I feel like Xavier was throwing his teammate under the bus, but this trick surprisingly works. Wait, what? He was throwing me under the bus? Did I miss that? By the time we arrive at the scheduled interview spot, I'm completely in student mode.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
Oh. Wait, so he's in the know. Oh no. The tall, lanky boy gives a slightly uneasy smile, his head sinking lower as he speaks. Dude, speak with confidence. Speak with confidence. Also, it's a university, right? So these are technically college kids, right? As a theater kid, I've witnessed so many castings which only cast good-looking people. I mean, fair. I mean, look at Hollywood. Look how many good-looking people are in Hollywood. But just remember, looking good is subjective. So you just need to find the right person that, if you're looking to be an actor, you just gotta find the right person that sees your charm.
The students who disappeared earlier are waiting in the classroom. They only know it's for a campus TV interview.
Dude, stop it! What is wrong with you? He's like... Sorry, could you... Sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
I mean, just keep the question simple and try not to scare anyone. After all, they've all had encounters with the Wanderer. Let's make sure we don't add to their trauma.
No, we are all here for the trauma. That's why we are reading these branching stories this whole entire past few months. We are here for the trauma. Understood. We'll be careful. If you're here to avoid trauma in this game, you are in the wrong stream. Chapter 3. As we enter the classroom, several pairs of curious, wary eyes quickly focus on us. Oh, they're very alert. I clear my throat and offer a genuinely friendly smile. Hi, I'm a broadcast journalism major and a member of the campus television station. This is my partner. Xavier steps forward but doesn't speak, which prompts me to continue. He's the one who will handle the microphone and camera. He's an astronomy major. Yes, what a collaboration. A broadcast major with an astronomy major. That totally makes sense. Our simple introduction doesn't achieve the effect we wanted. Perhaps the Wanderer did give them quite a scare. They scrutinized us warily, but no one responds.
Hi,
Yes, Mr. Vice President? A bag full of drinks appears from behind the door. The person holding it hesitates, struggling to gesture a couple of times. I take the bag. The Vice President shyly smiles, then silently moves to sit by the classroom's back door. He's definitely an introvert. Gee, what tipped you off? Cooperating with us on the university's behalf must be tough for him. When I distribute the drinks with Xavier, the classroom's tense atmosphere begins to soften. I try to come up with an appropriate icebreaker. Xavier nudges my elbow.
Oh, right. Didn't we meet up downstairs this morning?
I'm confused, so I manage only a grunt in response.
I think I forgot to check in for my morning class.
Wait, what?
You're an astronomy major. Aren't you taking Dr. Ulysses' course?
What an appropriate name for an astronomy class professor. It takes me a moment to realize that Xavier's somber tone doesn't match his hopeful eyes. What are you planning? As I move the chair, I lean in close to Xavier's ear. Did you do your research ahead of time?
I just threw out a question and didn't expect it to go anywhere.
Straightening his posture, Xavier smiles and looks at the student who responds to his question earlier.
Yeah, his classes are really tough.
The student relaxes as the conversation begins to flow more naturally.
I knew it. When it comes to the strictest professor at Prestara University, no one can beat Dr. Ulysses. But it's not that bad. While he's strict in class, he's pretty chill on the basketball court when classes are over.
Wait, what? Do you play b-ball with the professor?
Actually, I missed one of Dr. Ulysses' meetings because of that Wanderer incident. Thanks for reminding me. I need to catch up with him later.
You're welcome.
What? Xavier adjusts his position and gives me a knowing look. How did he do that? That cannot not have been a coincidence. Come on. Xavier, I know you're smarter than that. Seeing Xavier's cue, I quietly switched on the recorder and casually threw out a question. Besides missing out on that meeting, can you tell us a bit more about what happened after that attack? You can say whatever you want. Don't worry, we won't disclose any personal information. The students exchange looks. They seem resolved to speak. Okay.
I'll go first then.
Why are you guys suddenly so excited to talk about your trauma? I'm not sure if it's just me, but his eyes seemed to go blank for a moment after he said that. Huh?
This is what we call a
Day 2, lecture hall.
a
theoretical region of space-time. If we reverse
What are you
all the
doing?
symbols in the equation
Shh,
representing the
we're not
geometry
actually
of
here for the
space-time,
lecture, but we might as well look the part.
objects are no
I
longer
slide open the
unable
textbook to the
escape
center of the desk,
or
line up my
rather,
notebook and pens, and
they
place a water bottle to the side. Your desk is so neat, it's only a matter of time before the professor notices. According to the student's account, the incident occurred outside of the classroom. He was heading to a meeting with the professor. I decided to talk to this professor to see if we could gather any clues. So I dragged Xavier with me the next day, and we snuck into his class.
Yeah, it's a perfect disguise.
You know what's really funny, chat? If you're not in college yet, if any of you guys are not in college yet and you're still in high school or whatever, you know, depending on the college, you literally can't just walk into any classroom and just sit there and sit on the lesson, unless like the professor takes roll call or something. You can literally go to any class and just sit in on it and just pretend you're a student.
The way you quickly claimed a seat in the back was nice and clean, too.
The back row is the... Wait, what? The back row is the VVVIP section. Is that an actual thing? Okay, anyway, it has a great view and ambience. Perfect for relaxing entertainment and even... Spotting two students in the back row secretly holding hands under their desk, I casually changed the subject. Where did you prefer to sit when you were in school? Oh no.
I didn't have a particular preference, but I usually sat in the back, too.
See,
The
Xavier
sunlight
has...
was nice, and the breeze was refreshing.
See, Xavier has classic Japanese anime main character syndrome. The main character always sits in the back, preferably closer to the windows, and if he was experiencing a nice cool breeze and the warm sun, he was definitely by the windows. Anyway, how comfortable were the desks and chairs?
They were okay.
Also, why are we having this conversation? Isn't the lecture still going? As our casual chat drifts on, I flip open my notebook and turn my attention back to our mission. Even though we learned a lot of details from talking to the students affected by the attack yesterday, we didn't find anything notable. Those 5 students were either normal people or evolvers. They encountered the Wanderer in various spots. Some were in the tree-lined path, and others were in labs, and they woke up in different places afterwards. This Wanderer doesn't seem to be limited to indoor or outdoor spaces. There's no clear pattern to where it shows up.
It's not completely random, though.
Is it? Is it going in like a pattern of some kind? Xavier takes the pen from me and draws a few circles on my notebook.
All the incidents happened at night. If that's connected to the Wanderer's behavior, then we can narrow our search. Also, all these students just started college this year.
Uh-huh. Does that mean something?
Maybe this Wanderer thinks freshmen are easy targets.
Or it's just a weird coincidence. Then it must have access to the university's enrollment system. I flip through the notebook pages again and again, yet nothing clicks. It seems like the Wanderer is targeting the students at random, but I can't believe it's just a coincidence.
In this world, many coincidences are often part of a larger scheme.
I feel like it's not a coincidence, though. Because if you think about it, if you're new to a campus, you're more likely to get lost, and therefore you might be out at night a little bit longer than anticipated, versus like a sophomore or a senior would already know their way around, and unless they're out partying, they would be back in their dorms by dark doing whatever activities they want to do, or like studying or something.
These students are being chosen for a reason. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Some Wanderers do target certain individuals. For example...
Over there.
See, I knew it. I knew we were gonna get called out. Also, it seems like this NPC is important because he has a proper portrait. Also, why did he kind of look like an older version of Zane? It might be just how his hair was styled. Realizing the sudden silence around me, I look up to see Dr. Ulysses on the podium. He's smiling.
Yes, I'm talking to you, young lady in the back row. Come up here and show everyone what a Morris Thorne wormhole is.
Ah, shit. What is this, high school? Professors don't do this. Most professors just yap away at the front and hope that you're taking notes. That's it. Unless he really, really wanted to publicly humiliate the MC. Okay, No, for real, Professor. Are they, like, okay, to be fair, I'm not someone who completed college. I did go to college for a very brief moment in time of my life, but it just wasn't for me. Not to mention, I wanted to take certain classes, but my parents did not allow it. Anyway, Chapter 4. No, the way I described it? Oh, okay, got it. I never thought I'd get caught talking in class. For a moment, I'm stunned and I don't know how to respond.
No? Then let's have your friend try. Come along now.
Oh no. Is by some miracle Xavier gonna know what it is? I tug at Xavier's clothes and quickly whisper. Let me do it. If I mess up, I'll just apologize. Xavier reassuringly squeezes my hand, stands up, and confidently walks to the oh no, does he actually know what it is? Because I have no idea what it is. The classroom lights dim, and a holographic projection appears from his fingers. It forms the imagery of the universe.
In theory, the Morris Thorne wormhole is a traversable wormhole. It is spherically symmetrical and features a throat that bridges two black holes. The throat is a finite spherical region containing negative energy density matter to counteract gravitational forces inside the wormhole.
Bro, not gonna lie, this is the smartest I've heard Xavier sound in this game. What the heck? I'm used to all the smart remarks coming from Zane. As Xavier speaks in a measured tone, the stars shift under his touch to gradually form a wormhole model. The lights from distant planets flicker before us, and a silhouette seemingly stretches across light years. For a moment, I wonder, was Xavier like this back in college?
Correct. The negative energy's repulsive gravitational properties keep the wormhole's throat open, allowing matter or signals to pass through.
Hey, yo, what's up, Baron? Blah.
Time travel becomes possible with this model. For example, the deep space tunnel above us might very well be a giant wormhole.
I think it's been confirmed that technically it is a wormhole.
The mysterious deep space signals could then make their way to our distant Earth. Perhaps certain materials, or even other forms of life, can find us through these cosmic channels.
Is he impressed by Xavier's like little TED talk? I'm just wondering. Because he was definitely willing to like. He was definitely willing to like embarrass MC, but then Xavier comes along like, no, actually, blah, 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 blah. And even puts on a light show for the class. I snap back to reality. Xavier has crossed the starry expanse and now stands before me. He's within arm's reach once more. I'm curious. Were you really an astronomy graduate? Well, were you really an astronomy graduate?
Who knows? I have too many diplomas at home. I need to check first.
What? Too many? How do you have too many diplomas? Did you just enroll in college over and over and over again in different time periods? I am so confused. Anyway, How do you have so many diplomas? I thought you just took classes back in philo before traveling back in time, and then like after that time with Queen MC, you traveled back in time, and now you're here. Like, how long have you actually been hopping around colleges? When the bell rings, signaling the end of the lecture, the classroom empties out quickly, even though it was picked just moments ago. Or it was packed just moments ago. As the professor starts to pack, I approach him. I'm about to ask about the students who were attacked.
Xavier, have you been a deep space hunter for so long that you want to relive your college days?
Wait, what? Oh. Do you guys know each other? Huh? The professor walks away from the podium, one hand holding his bag and the other in his pocket. His serious demeanor is gone.
Hello. Are you also a deep space hunter? His colleague, perhaps?
Ah, shit. We've been outed, guys. We've been outed. The cover's been blown.
This is Ulysses. He's an old friend of mine. Now he works as an assistant professor.
I was promoted to associate professor 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, so they actually do know each other.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank you.
you. He doesn't sound happy about it. Why did he not sound happy about it? First there was Jeremiah, a mysterious florist. Now it's a university physics professor. I'm once again shocked by how wait, physics professor? I thought he was like an astronomy professor or whatever. I'm once again shocked by how unpredictable Xavier's social circle is.
Let's get back to business. You're not the type of person to visit without a reason. Did something happen at the university?
I'm on a mission.
Well, if you're involved, it can't be just any mission. Should I be expecting a major incident to take place?
Looks like I'm not the only one who has a certain impression about Xavier. Wait, is that the same Ulysses in the first anecdote? Is it? It's been so long since I read the anecdotes for Xavier. Like, my gosh. I only read the third one, which is what this one was based on, is referencing to. God, it's so sad. Anyway, but this gives me a perfect opening to ask him about the Wanderer. Dr. Ulysses, we heard one of your students was attacked by a Wanderer and went missing for a few days. Were you in the area when this happened? Ulysses pauses for a moment before nodding.
I was in the lab preparing for a meeting when I heard a scream outside the room, but I didn't find anything even after looking around.
Sorry. Did I anything even after looking? Okay.
I later learned that a student had been attacked by a Wanderer. Fortunately, he wasn't seriously injured.
Oh, that's good. It looks like Ulysses didn't see the Wanderer. I'm a little disappointed.
Did the lab's flux stabilizer show any reaction?
No.
No reaction from the flux stabilizer. Immediately get to what Xavier is hinting at. If the flux stabilizer didn't react, then the Wanderer's metaflux fluctuation level must be below 50. There are only a few Wanderers capable of such stealth. Our search is narrowed considerably. What the heck is this? It's so small. Sorry. Phil just gave me my food for Wendy's, and it's this. What was it? The sea salt caramel frosty? Why is this so small? This looks like it's a child's serving. It's smaller than a soda can. I'm sorry. Anyway.
It's also possible we're dealing with a modified Wanderer.
A modified Wanderer? Oh, that's possible. As if reading my mind, Xavier reveals another observation. I nod. Got it. I'll ask Andrew to compare the protocurve data with the possible Wanderer profiles.
Wait, I just remembered something.
Oh, what did you
The
remember?
flux stabilizer can't detect that level of metaflux. However, the research center's RMFMA might.
RMFMA. Sorry, I see FMA. I can't help but think of Full Metal Alchemist. Anyway. RMFMA. It's like a tongue
But
twister.
the research center isn't even near here.
It was moved to the campus earlier this year, so it's not that far away now. It should have captured the metaflux fluctuation and its dynamic range when the Wanderer appeared.
Interesting. So it got moved, and maybe it'll have some additional data that we can use. Then can we use that device for a bit?
RMFMA. It stands for Reflective Metaflux Field Monitor and Analyzer.
A flicker of doubt crosses my mind, but I push it aside for now. I wait for Ulysses to respond.
Sure. As long as you have the clearance to operate it and access the system, you can use it.
Clearance? It needs special clearance? But we don't quite fit those requirements. Huh? Saber picks up my backpack and turns to Ulysses.
Aren't you going to lead the way?
What the heck? We're finding out more and more of Xavier's secrets. What is this man hiding? Does he have clearance? The research center. Oh, that's actually a nice background, sorry. Scrutinizing. Every time I see backgrounds, like, okay, well, in Love and Deepspace, there hasn't been any sort of, like, AI yet. And I hope that it never has AI, but, like, it's backgrounds like these that make people think it's AI generated. And I don't blame them, because AI generated backgrounds kind of do look like this sometimes. But from a quick glance, everything looks pretty consistent, so yeah. The research center Ulysses mentioned is formerly known as the Prestara? I've already forgot how they pronounce this word. Prestara University Deepspace Exploration Research Center. PUDERC. Okay. It houses the RMFMA under a skylight on the 3rd floor. The machine's brass casing and bulky appearance make it stick out like a sore thumb. I don't see it in here. Are we supposed to see it in this picture? Yet the screen's flashing indicator lights and fast-moving images exude a sophisticated air.
This analyzer is one of the most advanced pieces of tech in the past few decades, and it remains so today. It can detect the slightest fluctuations in the deep space tunnel. Unfortunately, there are fewer than 10 of them in the world.
Fewer than 10? Why is there only 10 of them? Is it like a resource thing?
Many talented researchers and professors have turned down prestigious offers elsewhere. Also, they could work with the RMFMA at our research center.
Oh god, please don't pop open and spill all over me, please. This salted caramel, whatever this is, it does not have like a hole on the top. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Why is it filled up to the brim? Oh my god. Carefully. I don't want to spill this everywhere. Okay, good. Holy crap, that tastes so good! I still wonder why this looks like a child's cup. Anyway. Do Xavier and I need to apply for access first to retrieve its data? Where's Xavier?
All the data related to the Wanderer is corrupted.
Wait, he already has access! Xavier appears from behind the RMFMA. Oh, hey, I actually said it right. He removes his safety goggles and takes off his disposable lab coat. What? I want to see you in a lab coat? Come on. How did you... Aside from the how did you operate that machine and you know how to use it, I focus on the most important one. What did you mean by corrupted? Did it capture even a trace of the Wanderer?
Yes. It showed that a wanderer appeared on the university's campus in the past 2 weeks. But all the data has been tampered with. The
It's an inside job.
Also has many errors. It can't be used as a clue.
Inside job, chat. Inside job. The hem and cuffs of his lab coat somehow get tangled together. Xavier frowns and pulls harder, but they're still stuck. Raise your hand a little more. As I help Xavier wriggle out of the lab coat, my mind races with questions. Maybe the RMFMA is too old, so it's malfunctioning.
If that were the case, the first issues wouldn't show up in detection and sampling errors. Which means someone deliberately tampered with it.
Once he's out of the lab coat, I meet his gaze. It's brimming with confidence. It's a rare high-end device, yet Xavier seems to know it inside and out, and even can log into the system to use it. I slightly pull him forward. I purposely change my expression and lower my voice. Alright, cut to the chase. How are you able to operate this machine?
It might look complex, but it's actually easy to use.
That's what they all say. You know, that's not what I meant.
You're not really going to interrogate me right now, are you?
Yes, totally, yes. Right in front of Ulysses. As Ulysses returns from examining the data, I let go of Xavier. I step back to make room. Yep, totally wasn't making out or anything.
The data is corrupted, and just as you suggested, someone probably tampered with it.
Ah, shit.
However, the research center is a secure, newly built facility that few people can access. If we include me, only a handful of researchers work here. The last system login was recorded to be over a month ago.
Wait, what? Over a month ago? Does that mean it was tampered with before the Wanderer showed up? But wait, huh?
Has anyone else been in here the past 2 weeks?
Ulysses thinks long and hard before finally giving a hesitant reply.
Yes, but it's not anything suspicious.
No. Say who it is! Doesn't matter if you think it's suspicious or not.
There was a study event here for new students.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the event included a tour of our facilities. That was when we introduced them to this analyzer.
The new students who started this year, could it be?
Those 5 students who were attacked all enrolled this year.
Xavier voices my thoughts. I take out my phone, check the school's office website, and quickly find the article about the study event. 5 students were selected. They are...
Here.
Xavier points to the 5 names displayed on the screen.
All the students who encountered the Wanderer are listed.
The study event, the tampered device, the elusive Wanderer, everything starts to connect. This isn't a coincidence, Xavier. Something's off about that study event. The Wanderer is targeting its participants.
Indeed.
He agrees, but he keeps his finger on the screen. I look again. Group leader, Soren, vice president of the student council. Is Mr. Introvert the mastermind?
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
It's the same guy who helped us on behalf of this university, and the only one who wasn't attacked. He's definitely suspicious.
There's only one way to find out.
It's him! It's gotta be him, guys! Get him! Tackle him! Clothesline him! Sweep the legs! Xavier is the first to head out. After saying goodbye to Ulysses, I'm about to leave, but a glance at the wall makes me stop in my tracks. Instead of a certificate, there's an old framed group photo at the top. It's yellowed with age, and the faces in that photo are all a bit blurry. Yet the person who's on the edge... I look closer, and that indistinct figure suddenly comes into focus. It's Xavier. Quick, what's the year on the photo? No! Damn it. A yellowed photo on the wall and Xavier's clearly in it? What? Guys, unless... First of all, I don't know how much photography has developed in this game, but a yellowing photograph, that's OG technology, and photographs don't yellow that easily unless they're really, really old. And I mean really, really, really old. I know this because my mom used to work as a photographer, and she did like the OG way of like developing film and printing them out and putting them on like postcards and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff is like how old that photo would have needed to be for it to start yellowing. Unless it was like a really bad quality like photo paper. So Oh my god. Okay, one second. I want to eat some more of this sea salt caramel frosty thing that I got because I don't want it to go to waste. And it tastes delicious! Wah. Wow, it tastes so good! Oh my god. This makes me crave the way it tastes, it's the Wendy's sea salt caramel frosty thing. The way it tastes reminds me of those. If you guys ever gone to See's Candy, and they have like the little square lollipops, it tastes like their caramel ones, like similar to it, with just a little hint of salt. Oh, so good. Anyway, chapter 6. I sit on a bench near the basketball court. I watch the ball arc through the air and precisely hit the back rim of the hoop. It bounces back into Xavier's hand. It's hard to fully appreciate this rare sunset, something I haven't seen much since graduation. It won't be long until we meet Soren. Wait. What do you mean by rare sunset? Do you not see the sunset outside of your window? Like, or is it just the fact that you're in a college campus and appreciating a sunset and specifically a basketball court? I don't know. I unconsciously lower my head to look at my phone. It still has my chat with him. We're still a little unclear about the students. Could you go over some details with us in person? How about we meet up in 20 minutes at the lecture hall in the main teaching building?
Sorry, I'm at the student union. There's a student council meeting right now. It won't end until at least 7 p.m.
Oh, 7 p.m. Conveniently at night. It's okay. We'll wait for you downstairs at the student union.
You've been quiet for a while.
Huh? Really? Xavier stops moving and stands by the 3-point line. He gazes at me. I don't know where the 3-point line is. I'm assuming that's...
a meeting inside this building. Unless his evil lets him create wings so he can fly away, we'll definitely see him.
Yeah, unless the 3-point line... Is the 3-point line on the basketball court like the furthest line away from the hoop? I don't remember. I look at the open door in front of the student union. Then I look at Xavier's calm face. I wonder what's making the victims stay quiet about the study event. And then there's Soren. He knows why we're here, but that doesn't say anything. If he's really behind us, that's some nerve. What if Soren's like secretly manipulating their minds or something? Oh no.
Maybe he doesn't want to get caught up in any trouble. Either way, we'll be able to ask him soon. And if he still refuses to talk, we can investigate.
And if he runs away and we see him, we gotta go run after him, sweep his legs, clothesline him, tackle him, whatever it takes to get him to talk. He keeps gazing at me. His eyes are firm and steady. I nod. Then he offers me the basketball.
Want to try?
I know his invitation is actually a way of offering me a break from the mission. I can't bring myself to refuse, so I stand up. Sure. I don't know why, but I suddenly need like a piece of fan art of this scene in particular, but change out Xavier's clothes to be like basketball clothes with like a jersey and basketball shorts. Someone has got to draw that at some point. Someone's gotta. After a brief warm-up, I confidently aim the ball at the hoop. Before I can throw it, a sparrow just lands on the hoop. Interrupted by that, I turn to look at Xavier. What the heck, Nigel? If the Wanderer's appearance isn't a coincidence, then it just confirms our suspicion. Someone lured us here on purpose.
Should we call for backup in advance? Or are you implying there's a high chance the ether core is here? I'm going to guess the latter.
The sparrow is attracted to the small bits of light and flies away. Xavier moves closer and supports my arm. That was a weird animation, okay.
Aim it a bit higher. Good. Now throw.
My accuracy is slightly off this time. The ball hits the backboard and rolls to my feet. I bend down to pick it up. Mine, can you not have intrusive thoughts right now? Anyway, maybe it's not as terrible as we think it is. It could be just a coincidence, and Soren is a dedicated vice president of the student council. He does seem to be a good, well-behaved student, sort of like you. Guys, it's always the quiet ones that are the most suspicious. Just saying. It's always the quiet ones. Xavier takes the ball from my hand and steps back to give me a demonstration.
Perhaps it's because he looks like a good student that makes him the best at doing things behind the scenes. After all, people don't write their secrets on their faces. The calmer the water's surface, the easier it is to hide dangerous undercurrents.
See? It's the quiet ones. It's the quiet ones. The ball leaves his hand and once again goes through the hoop with a precise shot. As it bounces back, I intercept it before it reaches him. So you want him more showing up? No, I'm just thinking he would probably look good in like an actual like basketball gear. That's all. Because out of all of the love interests, aside from Silas, because he does boxing, I feel like Xavier would probably be a good basketball player. Just saying. You always have a lot to say about other people, but what about you? Recalling the blurry yellowish photo from the research center, I move closer to Xavier. Maybe it's the backlight that causes flickering spots to appear in my vision. My consciousness falters for a moment. Xavier when I first saw him, Xavier in the no-hunt zone, Xavier in the research center, and Xavier playing basketball at sunset. They appear in front of me all at once. They line up gracefully and blend into the figure of the person before me.
Me?
What secrets are you hiding behind your calm face? From the distant past to the present, who are you really? Even though I'm so close to you, experience all these life and death situations with you, I still cannot seem to fully understand you.
Huh?
Xavier's puzzled gaze lingers on my face and suppresses the questions in my heart. The only thing I eventually say is, I was going to ask if you're truly a good student, or do you have some secrets? After thinking for a moment, he speaks in a calm tone.
I'd say I'm a good student. I paid attention in class and always kept my eyes on the front of the classroom. That's how I kept ending up making eye contact with a classmate who frequently turned around during class.
He looks at me with a knowing gaze. I look back into his eyes and feel as if everything sounds familiar. Maybe your classmate just wanted to check the clock at the back of the classroom. See how much time was left before class was over.
Oh. You're asking if I have a hidden side to me like Soren?
He responds with a question. Now it's my turn to think about my answer. Fortunately, Xavier doesn't seem to quite expect one from me. Instead, he slightly lowers his head, as if he's talking to himself.
But the parts of me you think you know, and the parts you think you don't know, they make up who I am. All of me. Right here in front of you.
The lore! Sag, we no longer pay attention to the basketball. The sound of it bouncing on the ground echoes in my ears. But who's bouncing it? It isn't until I see Xavier's hand weave in front of me that I realize the lingering sound is my heartbeat.
I think we have a new lead.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait, am I still bouncing the basketball while having this conversation? I compose myself and look in the direction that Xavier is pointing in. I catch sight of the enthusiastic student from yesterday's interview. He's walking out of the student union. Didn't he say he needed a week off after the Wanderer attack? I grab Xavier's arm. Something's not right. Let's ask him. Wait, we're supposed to be waiting for the vice president! It's a trap! It's bait! The student's bait! It has to be! Before we get close, the student immediately recognizes me and Xavier. He excitedly waves at us.
What a coincidence. Why are you here?
Why is there sinister music? Didn't you say you were going to take a week's leave at home? What brings you back? With no time to lose, I get straight to the point, but the student looks confused.
Huh? Did I say that yesterday? I don't remember at all.
Yeah, that's not sus at all.
After the attack, my friend said my memory had gotten worse. I thought I was getting better over the past couple of days.
Well, also, why are you talking like that? You sound like you're a supervillain that like who thinks that their disguise is blown. I don't like where this is going. I exchange a glance with Xavier in my eyes, saying something's wrong.
What do you remember then? Do you recall attending a study event around 2 weeks ago? Did anything strange happen at that time?
A study event?
He frowns, thinking hard for a moment, and then suddenly something dawns on him.
It wasn't weird, but we did come across something intriguing.
Uh-huh.
When we visited the Deepspace Exploration Research Center, there was this unique piece of equipment on the 3rd floor.
Okay, so he does remember that.
For a short while, I felt like I walked straight into a haunted house.
What? Haunted house? He dramatically gestures, still looking a bit shaken.
It looked exactly like that haunted house I'm always terrified
Firehead
of.
asked me,
I almost
may
screamed.
you give a parrier to our CEO, Tima. O Emperor, hear my call. Grant strength to our leader, Tama Magatama, guiding them through this subathon's trials and tribulations.
Oh my god.
Let their perseverance be unyielding, and their decisions wise for the glory of the Imperium of Streaming. May their will remain steadfast, and their community strong. In the Emperor's name,
Firehead, why?
we serve.
Wait, was that Firehead? Oh my god. Tanji is not visible right now. Why? Oh no, and because of that, I didn't hear what he said. Oh my god. Okay, wait. It looked like exactly like a haunted house. I'm always wait. Did I miss another line? Wait, no. It looked exactly like that haunted house I'm always terrified of. I almost screamed.
After the tour, others said they had the same feeling. That for a moment, they fell into a really scary place.
Scary place? What? Wait, you're saying you all had a hallucination? Who else was there?
It was just the 5 of us, and the vice president. The guy had to step out for a bit, so we were on our own.
It's not a hallucination. This is something the RMFMA can also do.
You mean...
To make a long story short, it's like recreating a plane of existence and overlapping it with our reality. But only a few people know about this.
Wait, that sounds kind of like how, Wanderers make the proto field, because technically it's another existence in the reality, but it's like in its own little bubble.
We surely underestimated Soren.
Xavier grabs my wrist and with one hand and... Xavier grabs my wrist with one hand and supports my back with the other.
Hold on.
Wait, you know where he is?
The research center. He'll get there before us.
Even though you have teleporting powers, Xavier? Even with your teleportation powers? Daylight's last glimmer sinks below the horizon, and night arrives. As we stand in front of the research center again, the building takes on a more mysterious air under the night sky. Soren stands under the skylight on the 3rd floor. His back faces us.
You're quicker than I thought.
Oh, so it was him! Honestly, it was kind of obvious.
I should have known the moment I saw you.
Xavier stops behind him. After a brief pause of tension, Soren turns around.
Do you think you can still order me around, Xavier?
Wait, what? Do you know each other as well? Oh my god. The plot thickens! He has a glance at me, then looks away.
You can't, and neither can she.
Oh, he's not happy. A sudden gust of wind stirs the indoor air. My heart trembles as I sense a faint energy fluctuation. Xavier, something's here! A light blade forms in Xavier's hand, and I also take out my firearm from my belt holster. I walk over and stand next to him. Let's take down Soren before the Wanderer arrives. But before I can get closer, Soren disappears. I hear his voice behind me. What?
It's too late. It'll take you to the place you've always wanted to visit.
He can also teleport. Could he be... The intensity of the energy fluctuation significantly soars. Xavier's hunter's watch as well as mine beep at the same time before I can react. In a shadowy corner where the moonbeam doesn't reach, a colossal beast has stirred to life. This energy, it's fierce.
A wanderer with an ether core.
It can't stay here. We need to lure it out. The light blade cleaves through the heavy darkness. Its shockwaves ripple to the end of the corridor. The Wanderer pauses its assault before creating an even fiercer wall of wind. It charges towards us once again.
You took the bait.
A huge shadow looms over us. I turn around and aim my gun. The expected protofield doesn't materialize. Instead, I feel a sudden coolness on my face as if I'm being pushed through a barrier. Out of the corner of my eye, the RMFMA lights up again. But before everything goes completely dark, I reach for Xavier's hand. And I grab nothing. Aw, shit! This feels like a similar situation to what happened in Thorns Under the Moon. Chapter 8. Whoa! No! Are we being teleported here? Nebulae tranquility hangs in the sky as if they are the eyes of the universe. Faint rays of light spill over the shadows of the trees that sway like waves. This feels like a protofield. Countless waves of both strong and subtle forces swirl through my heart. I stand in this unfamiliar forest, enveloped in a thick fog. This definitely isn't a regular protofield. The energy here is erratic, and the fluctuations are violent. Xavier, can you hear me? I call out to him several times, but only the wind's rustling of branches and leaves answers me. He was probably dragged into the protofield too. I had to find him quickly. I look up and a meteor streaks across the sky. It leaves behind a trail of fire as it flies past the tops of the tall trees. A meteor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hang on. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Why is this TTS so long? Alright. Is it done? That was a really long TTS. For the time being, Pirate, I do appreciate the Tangia and bits on Twitch, but it does disrupt the stream, especially the TTS, so therefore I'm removing it for now. No more TTS, guys. You guys didn't hear it on the YouTube side because I have it muted. Or actually, I don't think Twitch side heard it either. But I muted it, but I still heard the whole thing. So, my god. Yeah, please no more TTS. I'm disabling Kanji for now. Because it does disrupt me trying to read through the story here. And I don't want it interrupted. Please. I appreciate your cooperation. Alright, anyway, where was I? A meteor. Several more follow suit before I can say more. All of them are heading toward me one side of the forest. All of them are heading toward one side of the forest. I can't help but follow them. In an instant, the night sky is ablaze with countless rays of light. Meteors pour down like rain. They disperse the fog and darkness which plague the forest as they fall in the same direction. Are they guiding me? I walk faster, gradually quickening the pace until I break into a sprint. Like me, the meteors fall even more intensely and rapidly. It's as if they're urging me to run with all of my might.
Hey, is that you?
Oh, he sounds so distant. This voice. Xavier?
Answer me. Where are you?
Even though I can clearly hear Xavier's voice, I don't know where it's coming from. Is it in front of me? Or is it echoing from the depths of my heart? Brilliant arcs of light flash before me as the wind's whistle resounds in my ears. My heart surges overwhelmed. My heart surges overwhelmed by the surrounding chaotic energy. I have a bad feeling. Please stay safe, Xavier. I hope nothing bad has happened to you. Well, considering what happened in the trailer, I think something bad is happening to him. As I traverse the dense forest, a mirror-like lake suddenly comes into view. Meteors streak down, falling into the expanse where the lake meets the sky. Well, that's a big lake. The energy fluctuation gets even stronger now. It pulls at my heart to the point where I struggle to breathe. Overwhelmed, I stumbled and sink to my knees.
I'm not interested in playing hide and seek.
Well, who are you talking to?
Come out.
Is it the Wanderer? Xavier? I frantically look around and spot Xavier near the lake's shore. Another figure quickly appears in front of him.
We're old friends at the end of the day, right? But you decided to greet me with a sword. That's cruel.
I'm starting to not like the Soren person as much as I don't like Carter. Soren? No, that's just an illusion. Soren adjusts his wait, he has glasses on? He clearly didn't have glasses on the portrait.
Changed, even after all these years, you're still afraid of Starfall Forest.
Wait, what did the last thing say? I totally tapped too quickly. Soren adjusts his glasses and his previously friendly, bashful expression vanishes. Ah, okay. So he's revealing his true colors now. Angry Xavier is scary. I will say that, yeah. I'll agree.
The ends always justify the means.
What are you trying to say? You have no right to criticize me!
Okay. Soren's laughter, twisted with rage, contorts his features into an unsettling and unrecognizable expression.
I used my life's work on you. I did everything I could to help you pass through the deep space tunnel.
Wait, is he one of the backtrackers?
And what did I get in return? I was abandoned, trampled on, and turned into an outcast in this time and space.
Guys, is he one of the backtrackers?
Those were the rewards for your choices.
His figure vanishes with his words. He reappears in front of Soren in the blink of an eye, the tip of his sword poised to kill. Countless sharp light blades rain down on Soren. Only his panicked voice can be heard within the dazzling spectacle of light.
You. Killing an apparition is a waste of time.
Then why did you dodge?
Damn, that clapback. A beam of light descends and the apparition is sliced in half. Oh, so it was just a projection. Okay. It's not just an wait. It's not a projection? It's not an illusion? It's not just an illusion. Somehow it and his actual body are connected. Struggling, I rush to help Xavier, but I fall again. The energy in the surrounding area has changed. Wait, Xavier's flurry of attacks continue, and there's no room for counterattacks. Nothing is out of the ordinary in terms of his appearance, yet his usually serene spark of light scatter and fly chaotically around him as if they lost control, agitated or consumed by something.
It's time to put an end to this charade.
Wait! You can kill me. But what about her?
Why are you bringing me into this? A meteor falls into the center of the lake. It awakens a sparkling light that twirls into a vague illusion. The silhouette wears a hunter's uniform. It's hard to make out, yet it's unmistakably familiar. It's me? My head, it hurts. But why? Yet it's at this moment I realize something. Someone created this illusion to distract Xavier. He's using the lapse in judgment to attack Xavier's mind with his evil. In any other situation, Xavier would have no difficulty dealing with this type of evil, but with how chaotic the protofield is along with his power, Xavier falters, but he slowly regains his footing. When he raises his head, his unfocused eyes resemble a frozen lake. They're cold and empty.
It can't be her. She's not a sacrifice. I will put an end to everything.
Wait, he's walking off screen. Where is he going? Xavier, I'm right here. That's an illusion. Perhaps weakened by Xavier's attacks, the bullet makes the apparition stagger. With a reluctant, sullen expression, the apparition dissipates. The energy fluctuation also calms down. Even though the apparition on the water surface is gone, Xavier continues to head toward the center of the lake. His expression is cold and his movements are stiff. It's as though an invisible force is pulling him along. This isn't good. The evil is still controlling Xavier. I rush out to stop him. Xavier! Is cutscene time? Oh, it's cutscene time! Oh
A
no!
planet that uses to survive. Doesn't deserve to be saved.
Yeah, please stop him. Come back to reality, Xavier. Don't lose yourself in the illusion. Look, I'm right here. Oh, the light that came back in his eyes.
Or
oh. What's wrong? Are you hurt?
you can't stay here. Run. Otherwise, you'll... as well.
His power is fading. Is this space trying to consume him? Oh, the timing on this is so much better than the others. Nope, time to resonate. Oh, what's going on? Why can't I control your evil? Eh.
It's okay. Starfall Forest will stop once it has enough power. It will. I didn't protect you before. At least, it chose me this time.
Enough power, in that case. The Ether Core's power should satisfy it. Aw, shit. Damn. Don't cry, Chad. It's okay. He's fine. See? Xavier?
You really are reckless.
Bro. I don't know if you caught that, chat, but right before he, like, went unconscious onto MC's shoulder, the lights in his eyes looked like they were flickering out. Oh my god, that's a great attention to detail. But oh my god, that was so sad. Oh my god. Why do they do this? The light coming back into his eyes, and then when he's like going unconscious, the lights are just flickering out in his eyes. Like, come on, that's so rude. It makes me think he's literally a human battery. Do you recognize me, Xavier?
Hey. Are you okay?
No. Don't move. I apply medicine to the wound on his... He has a wound on his arm, but he abruptly pulls away. I almost dropped the bandage. Where did I get the bandage from? In my pocket? In my woman pockets? Xavier ignores my command and grabs my shoulders. He gives me a once-over. I'm fine. Don't tell me you're underestimating the power of an ether core.
I underestimated you. An ether core's power isn't something anyone should mess with. If you use it carelessly, the protofield would have devoured you. What then?
I couldn't just stand there. I couldn't just stand there and watch you get consumed. Saving you took priority. Sorry, I had to cough.
You didn't answer the question. What will happen then?
Oh my god. His hands grip my shoulders more tightly. I glance at Xavier's pursed lips and pat his tense arm. Xavier, are you mad? Eh. I'll admit, I was a little reckless, but wouldn't you have done the same thing if you were me? Don't be upset. It won't help you heal and... It won't help you heal and might affect your evil.
You always
Guys, we're
have
still
so
stuck in the
many
protofield.
reasons, but you never listen to me.
I will next time. I poke his face again and again until he reveals a helpless smile. He takes the bandage beside him, quickly wraps it around his arm a couple of times, and then stands up.
The energy fluctuations around us have only temporarily subsided. They could spike again at any moment. And Soren is adding fuel to the fire. We need to get out of here before he makes his next move.
While you were still unconscious, I used my evil to scout the area. This protofield does more than just devour power. I can't find its boundaries at all. It's like a space where if you shout, there won't be an echo.
Don't worry.
Let me guess, he already knew this. After getting his bearings, Xavier leads me deeper into the forest.
The protofield's environment was based on my memories, so there might be something that can help us leave.
I never heard of a wanderer that can invade and read memories before. Excuse me? Well, technically, all the different the branches are like separate from each other. I'm about to say, what about the wanderer that was in Thor's End of the Moon? That's exactly what it did. It read Zane's memories and recreated the protofield to be his nightmares. Or does this wanderer's connection with the ether core make it different?
There's also the possibility that Soren made some modifications to it.
After a brief silence, I carefully choose my words before speaking. Soren, he used to be your ally, right?
It was a long, long time ago.
A light blade slices through several overgrown branches to clear a path. It dissipates into shimmering specks of light.
He changed his appearance and hid his evil. He needs to hide his secrets and also be in a position to strike me down if needed.
I immediately remember the perilous moments I faced with Xavier. When we first met at the abandoned research base with the Luminivores and the robots watching us at Azure Square, he sent them?
Maybe.
Xavier holds out a small light as if sensing something. He releases it and lets out a dry laugh. Wait a minute. She's talking about the chapter 1. When we actually first met Xavier in in Evergrove's abandoned research base. That's right.
This forest. It's a trap clearly designed for me. This can only be his doing.
Yep. Sounds familiar. He really seems to know you well, but he also hates you. Recalling the conversation I heard, I hesitate for a second. Did something happen in this forest? Is that why you're afraid of it? Moonlight gently falls, softening Xavier's features into a blur. Then I hear his voice again.
Rather than what's already happened, I'm more afraid of what might come in the future. But right now, you terrify me the most. You used the power of the ether core this time. I'm worried about what you'll do next.
Oh no. What I've done can't be compared to your actions. Why don't you tell me what you did in the past? Is he gonna tell him?
We're here.
No! Why did he change the subject? God damn it. Xavier! You and your secrets! You and your secrets! Ah! Wait, it's a spaceship, right? The Traceback 2? Following his gaze, I see a massive spaceship hidden behind the towering trees. Unlike the wreckage I saw in No Hunt Zone 42, this one is more intact with far more sophisticated engineering. Inside are various unfamiliar devices that are set up to form a makeshift command center. It's surrounded by papers lying scattered all over the place.
You really are here.
What? You led me here. Why wouldn't I be? You're not planning to use this spaceship to take us out of this protofield, right?
It can break through even the most chaotic gravitational energy flux. A protofield might not stand a chance against it.
But I thought this was created from his memories. Huh? He flips several switches. One by one, faint blue lights illuminate.
Traceback 2. Phyllis 1101, PLS, is now online.
Yeah, it is Traceback 2. Philos, that name sounds familiar. Also, the whoever voiced that, I don't think they pronounced it correctly.
It's my homeland. A place far away from here.
Is he telling us his secrets now? I silently repeat the name to myself, and I feel a strange sensation as it resounds in the depths of my heart. The name should sound familiar. It's literally the name of Jeremiah's flower shop. I pick up the papers next to him. The messy handwriting and symbols seem like they're from another universe. Backtracker's logbook. Spatio-temporal coordinate parameters. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. You and Soren were both members of the Backtrackers?
Yes.
The image of the spaceship slowly loads into a floating holographic screen. He scans the complex data line by line.
Even though we called it a small group, there were quite a lot of us at one point.
At one point.
But after all this time, only a few of us remain.
Basic spaceship inspection complete. Please enter your password and verify your identity.
Xavier doesn't respond and continues to press certain buttons on the panel. Then he places his hand on one side of the screen.
Your identity has been verified. It's been a long time, Captain.
Captain! Captain Xavier! Captain!
Prepare for departure.
Understood. Commencing pre-flight checks.
Aren't you going to ask me more questions?
I have so many questions right now. Huh?
You must have many more questions. I won't hide anything. Just ask.
Are you really gonna spill the beans, mister? Are you? I do have a lot. Like, who were the Backtrackers? Why did you come to this world? And where did this spaceship come from? However, you said everyone has secrets and motives. At the very least, I know you're not my enemy. MC, please! Are you fucking kidding me? MC, this is literally your chance! Please, MC! That's all the insurance I need. Besides, now's not the best time. I would have asked all of the questions. Besides, now's not the best time for long stories. God damn it. MC! The inner, lore, thirsty goblin I am. Oh my god. But let me say this first. This doesn't mean I won't ask more questions later. Once we're out of this mess, you're going to tell me everything. Slowly and in great detail.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, at least he agrees to that. Okay, I was about to say, if Xavier, decides, okay, we're out of the protofield, I won't answer any more questions anymore, I would have clotheslined him myself. Bro. Satisfied, I nod. When I step back, my hand accidentally flips a switch? Huh?
Celestial body of mine, slumbering adrift in darkness.
This voice! Xavier? Oh shit. Uh-oh. Did we accidentally access his audio logs?
Which never heeds the whispers of life.
Xavier, that's you, isn't it? A pair of hands covers my ears before the words can finish.
It's not me.
You are answering my questions. Oh my god. Really?
No.
He's like, no. No. Totally not me, I swear. Then why can't I listen to it? Seeing his ears turned red, I can't help but chuckle. I pat the arm resting across my face. Alright, it's someone else, or maybe the spaceship misses its captain so much it's imitating your voice for fun.
Yes, I agree. It's something like that.
Come on, Xavier. That must have been a captain's log or something, you know? Captain's log. The day XXV1759, I am lost in deep space. Anyway, during the brief silence, Xavier releases me and quickly shuts off the recording. Okay, oh my god. I'm about to tease him again when an alarm makes us tense.
energy is low. Unable to start. Please refill the protocore energy cells to ensure a successful journey.
While the red warning lights flash, a sharp pang shoots through my heart. Xavier, the protofield is acting up again.
I know.
There's no doubt that Soren is manipulating the Wanderers hidden within this protofield. He's trying to trap us again.
Prepare for launch.
It's recommended to refill the protocore energy cells before takeoff. Do you still want to proceed with the launch?
Yes.
Understood. Initiating countdown.
Don't worry.
Before I can object, Xavier pushes me into a seat in the cockpit.
Protocore energy isn't the only thing that can fuel this spaceship.
Are you sure about that?
Support long voyages. Escaping this protofield should be no problem.
After pressing a few buttons on the control panel, he takes something from the cabin wall and fastens it to his wrist. He sits down in the cockpit and takes my hand. He presses it against his chest, and a sense of foreboding washes over me.
I need you.
You're going to use your evil as fuel? No! I try to pull my hand away, but he tightly holds onto it. Don't even think about it. The protofield has already drained your energy. You're not allowed to use your evil right now. It's very obvious that fueling the spaceship will be too much for him.
It's not a big deal.
Is that why you need
Using
me?
evil as emergency fuel is actually one of this spaceship's unique features. In the past, evil came to our rescue during several crises. It enabled us to make safe emergency landings. Besides, I've got you here with me. You're aware of the changes an ether core can bring. With your current strength, you can resonate and enhance my evil, right?
But
only you have the power to help us safely leave the protofield.
oh shit, it's up to me, guys. It's up to me.
Trust me.
He cups my cheek with the other hand. With a soft voice, he makes a promise to me.
Your power will keep me safe.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7.
My heartbeat races. Whether it's because of our current circumstance or the intensifying energy fluctuations, the pain in my chest grows sharper. Amid the blaring alarms, the spaceship begins its final countdown. The flickering lights spiral into chaos. Xavier looks at me, his expression as calm as it always is. He's waiting for me to respond. Alright, let all your power flow through me. I'll keep you safe. I promise.
I know.
Get stupid Apple Pencil. There we go. Violent tremors and a sense of weightlessness engulfs us. After countless voyages through the boundaries of space, the spaceship plunges into the unknown once more. Chaotic energy crashes into the spaceship. The air currents instantly tear apart the scenery outside the porthole. I hear a high-pitched whistle. As chaos envelops my vision, only one warm force stays tightly connected with me. It flows steadily from my hand and gradually covers the world in dazzling light. It overwhelms my senses. But then... weird. It feels like something is suppressing Xavier's evil, preventing a complete resonance.
Keep going.
Xavier's tightly pressing my hand against his chest. Even in the blinding light, his gaze stays calm and gentle. I grit my teeth and forge that power into a sharp blade. Slowly but surely, it cuts through the invisible barrier along with the spaceship. Space itself is ripped open, which creates tremendous energy fluctuations and tremors. In the distance, a massive shadow looms.
At last, we forced it to show its true form. Get ready. It's time to deal the finishing blow.
Ah yes, and of course we have to have the fight. Wait 1 second. Level 15? This is insulting. Bop. Can I do this on auto? I don't want to have to turn my iPad in because of how my capture card's plugged in.
I'm sleepy.
I can't do it on auto. Okay, cool.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, we're just gonna let the game do the work. It's not like it's a hard fight or anything. So, my god, I have not used this companion of Xavier for so long. I've always just used Lumiere, because I really actually like the attack animations for Lumiere.
Watch out, it's getting back up. Be careful not to get hit.
Why does the countdowning guy sound like Astra? It might be the same voice actor, if anything.
You're on a roll. Time.
But can you imagine if it was Astra?
Go back to the pit you came from.
Wait, it's the deer thing? They're making us fight the deer thing?
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
Of course. Time to test them out.
Be careful not to get hit.
Oh my god.
Xavier.
I'm here. Are you okay?
It would terrify me if he sees everywhere. I mean, Astra is like literally it seems like the game's equivalent of God. So I would not be surprised if it was Astra.
Time to end it. Become one with your sword and...
I'll show you.
Tink!
Do you remember the techniques? The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Yeah, it should be going down in just a couple seconds here.
It was easier than I
Yay!
expected.
Hell yeah,
We
let's
still
go.
have plenty of time.
Do you
Victory!
want to walk around?
Yeah, diamonds! Also, thank you so much for the follow. Alright, and I believe this is probably the last chapter, isn't it? A deafening roar fills my mind and strips away my senses. Suddenly, as if a rift... Blah. It's as if a rift splits the space. It ushers us into a burst of gentle light and fresh air. After several long seconds, the discomfort fades. I slowly open my eyes. Everything comes into focus, and there it is. The RMFMA, standing serenely just a couple of meters away. We're back in the research center. My senses return to my body. I scramble to my feet and frantically search for Xavier.
You're struggling to find me, huh?
A familiar voice calls out from behind. I turn to see Xavier leaning against a nearby wall. Bright red light at his neck flickers a few times before settling down under my worried gaze. That light is flashing, and you still want to crack a joke?
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
He opens his palm and hands me the ether core fragment. It glows a soft green.
For its sake, sit with me for a bit.
Aww. Unable to resist Xavier's expectant eyes, I approach him and sit down.
I already sent the collected data and our coordinates back to HQ. The police will also be involved. They'll be here within 15 minutes.
So what about the Soren guy? Like, where is he? We don't have much time. We need to... I'm about to get up, but he grabs my arm.
Let's make the most out of these uninterrupted 15 minutes.
I feel a cool touch at my ear after Xavier pulls out a pair of wireless earbuds.
There's just enough time for one song. Then we'll be in a hurry again.
Wait, song? Who invites a girl to listen to music with a wireless earbud? Look, man. Look. When you guys are dating and you both like music, that's like the cutest thing you guys can do. Just share earbuds and listen to some good jams together.
Mm-hmm.
You should have offered me a Oh yeah, wired buds would have technically been a little bit more romantic, but still. That way we'd be close enough that we couldn't drift apart.
I'm too tired to drift into a place that's far away from you.
Aw.
And I wouldn't, even if I could.
You sound so sleepy. Outside the skylight, another morning dawns. As Xavier expected, updating the intel Updating the intel and what happened on campus is as tough as tracking down the Wanderer. After leaving Prestara University, Xavier unsurprisingly retreats to his bedroom. Meanwhile, I return to the association with the Aether Core fragment. After a brief mission report, Captain Jenna warns me about our recklessness, but also commends us for successfully completing the mission. With the order to return home and rest, I time my visit to line up with Xavier's recharging period. I bring supplies to the 6th floor. After several rings, Xavier finally opens the door, his hair all tousled.
You're finally back.
You look like you just woke up. Why are you speaking as if you've been waiting for a while?
Well, you just saw me. How can you tell I haven't been waiting long?
He effortlessly reaches behind me and takes the plastic bag.
It felt like forever.
Wait, did he stay up? You're supposed to go to sleep. Excuse me. I slip on my slippers and head to the living room. Xavier is already intently unpacking the bag full of food next to the coffee. Oh my god, that's cute. She has her own slippers in his apartment. What if they're like dedicated slippers? Oh my god. He pulls out 2 food boxes from the plastic bag and removes their packaging.
Is this from that store downstairs at the association? You went back there?
What are we watching today? We are going through Xavier's branching story. We're actually at the end of it. You need to recharge, so someone had to return that Aether Core fragment, right?
Right. Thanks, partner.
Why do you not sound happy about that? Or were you stuffing your face? Oh, Captain Jenna wanted me to relay a message to you.
What is it?
With mashed potatoes still in his mouth. Oh, he was eating. Okay. With mashed potatoes still in his mouth, Xavier looks up while the spoon is held between his lips. It's a warning. She said if you deliberately put her team member in danger again, she won't let you off the hook.
Got it. I'll remind her about settling the other 5 verbal warnings she gave me.
5 verbal warnings! So this isn't the first time. Fuck's sake, Xavier, please! In that brief silence, Xavier lowers his gaze and eats his mashed potatoes 1 spoonful at a time.
Did Prestara University say anything?
Surveillance and witness protection are ongoing, but we still haven't found So he disappeared! Soren disappeared!
If we haven't found him by now, chances are we never will.
Bruh. He casually talks about it, but his words carry a mixture of indiscernible emotions. I decided not to dwell on it. You don't know where he's gone either?
Nope.
As I reflect upon everything, the vague, tangled clues pile up and cast a large shadow behind the clear image of Soren. Getting out of this precarious situation unscathed isn't something he could accomplish on his own. Only a few groups could pull that off. Who's supporting him? After finishing a box of mashed potatoes, he ate the whole box? That's a lot of mashed potatoes. Well, it's one of those to-go things. Anyway, Xavier retrieves a stack of documents in a sealed bag from under the coffee table. Inside the sealed bag is a tiny button-sized device. I can't help but pick it up. What is this?
Ulysses found it at the research center. He urgently sent it over. Initial tests show it has a radio frequency chip that can resonate with metaflux fluctuations.
So this little thing is the culprit behind RMFMA's malfunction and even the tool Soren used to lure in the Wanderer? Yes. Let me guess, guys. Say it with me. Is it Evergroup? The room falls silent again. I follow the train of my thoughts and speak up. Can you also use that device to recreate a plane of existence and overlap it with reality? You mentioned earlier that this is something only your people know about.
That's right. But you know I don't like illusion stuff.
Xavier calmly says, I nod, and put the sealed bag back on the table. Who can help him make that? Xavier doesn't respond immediately. Instead, he pushes the stack of documents towards me.
Here's the latest analysis and theories based on what we know. It includes a list of groups with similar tech. Go through it, and you'll come to your own conclusions.
As always, Xavier doesn't explain. Of course he doesn't! He's like my dad. I don't know about your guys' parents, but whenever I had a question and I asked my dad was always like, go find the answer on your own. I'm like, but Dad, I just want you to tell me. It's as if he's already at the finish line with the answers. He's quietly waiting to see if I'll join him or choose a different path. However, I'm not content with following his lead this time. I place my hand over his and stop the documents. He's pushing toward me in their tracks. I'll read these later. Xavier, I'd rather trust what you have to say right now. After a brief pause, Xavier purses his lips and finally meets my intense gaze.
It's Ever.
I knew it! Who else knew it? Is anyone surprised by this point? Ever. Some of the backtrackers are also involved. They know everything you know, and they had their eyes on you for some time, right?
Yes.
That makes them our common enemy, then. Outside, leaves rustle as the wind slips through the gap in the window. The curtain flutters. My shadow merges with Xavier's, and it feels like the impenetrable door in his heart has opened slightly. What do you mean the shadows merge? Did y'all guys make out? This time we're finally standing on the same side. And that's it! That is Voyage of the Outcast. Yeah, I know, right? It's so surprising that it was Ever! Yo! Sarcasm, guys, sarcasm. Of course it was Ever. Remember, oh shit. Remember, first time, how does it go? Like, three's a pattern? Three's a pattern? I don't remember the whole phrase. Anyway, there's also a third chapter, guys, which we will go through right now. Onward again. Hey, we're back at HQ. Let's go. After several ether core fragments were retrieved, Special Operations shifted its focus onto Ever. Their involvement within every recent ether core incident was far too frequent to be a mere coincidence. This business conglomerate, which started in the biotech industry, isn't as clean as it appears at first glance.
Our positions aside, Ever's technological advancements are pretty impressive.
Simone sits next to me, slipping some ice cream into her mouth as she jabs the computer screen in front of me. At this moment, Ever's biannual product launch is about to be broadcast worldwide.
They can achieve things proficiently with machines, when people with Evolve couldn't.
Machines?
Andrew's voice comes from behind a row of translucent displays.
Based on what I can tell, it's not possible for them to make consecutive technological breakthroughs in such a short period of time.
Why is your voice so quiet?
The frequency in ways wanderers have been appearing these past few months continue to steadily increase.
During the broadcast, the spokesperson holds up a device that's about the size of a bottle cap.
We'd like to introduce to you our newly designed portable flux stabilizer.
Portable flux stabilizer?
It can regulate the frequency of surrounding metaflux fluctuations, thereby stabilizing the protofield and reducing the likelihood of wanderer materialization.
Is it, guys? Do you think it's the same size as the little Apple trackers? I forgot what they're called. The audience erupts in thunderous applause. Meanwhile, away from the screen, I exchange knowing glances with my team members. Oh my god, the options. They are doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. Ha, we might as well start planning our early retirement party. Yeah, the second option sounds funnier. Yeah. If they start putting things up on every corner like streetlights, will there be a need for Deepspace hunters? Should that happen, we might as well start planning our early retirement party. Simone frowns at the screen.
This is nothing but a blatant provocation. We barely had time to suspect something was off before they brought out this product launch.
Should have worked faster. Yeah, they're being brazen about it too. It looks It's like they're daring us to keep investigating with what we know so far.
That's unlikely to happen.
Wait, Jenna? As soon as Simone and I hear Captain Jenna's voice coming from the entrance, we stand up behind the screens. Andrew nods at Jenna. Captain.
Captain.
The fact that they're hosting a high-profile product launch means they've already covered their tracks. They wouldn't take this risk if there were a possibility of us finding incriminating evidence.
That's not Jenna's voice! Is her VA on strike? That makes me sad. I like Jenna's original voice. Maybe this is temporary, guys. Oh my god, because there's so many voice actors on strike right now in unions. Oh my god. No! Jenna, why? Whoever voices Jenna, please come back. Unless your union striking, then okay, go strike, but get your bread. I'm so sad. I like Jenna's original voice. I hope she comes back. How many Jenna person? That's the thing. I think this is the same Jenna voice we heard in the previous. What was it? What was it in Raphael's branching story? No, it wasn't Thorns of the Moon, wasn't it? When was the last time we heard Jenna? It was in one of the other branching stories. I know that for sure. Maybe she's sick? No, I don't think so. There is like a voice actor, English voice actor riot going on right now, and this affects several different studios and I guess agencies. So I would not be surprised if Jenna's original voice actress is also a part of the strike. But that makes me a little sad because I really liked her voice. I really liked that voice. So hopefully, maybe they'll do what they did with Genshin and just redub it later. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Jenna walks over to the command desk and places a thick folder on it. The three of us gather around her.
The analysis report for the previous fragments has just come out. Let's take a look.
She taps the command desk twice, and an irregular spherical structure appears before us. Ether core.
They're from the same ether core. Based on its characteristics, we're officially naming it Spatium Core.
Spatium core? Okay, so the fragments that we've been getting through... Wait, is this 3 fragments? Are these the same fragments that we've been getting through each branching story? I don't remember them all being green. I could have sworn they were different colors, but unless they were all green. I honestly don't remember. Honestly. A spatium core that can manipulate space. I know of at least 3 different ether cores now. As more ether cores appear, it's only a matter of time before the public becomes aware of this extraordinary energy source.
It's just that the fragments of the spatium core are held together by some kind of gravitational pull.
Huh? They weren't just fragmented naturally? She pointed at the center of the several fragments.
Right here. One fragment is missing.
Huh? Jenna leans forward, looking at us again.
Special Operations' next objective is clear. We must recover this crucial ether core fragment before further complications arise.
Okay.
Yes, Captain.
Wait, so are we gonna get a Xylus branching story then?
Oh, right. There's something you need to know.
Something I need to know. What? With quick reflexes, Simone intercepts Andrew, distracting him under the pretense of exploring new avenues for weapon enhancement with the recently collected data. Huh? Is that it? Oh, there's more! Yo, there's more! Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go. When only we remain in the meeting room, Jenna pauses before activating her watch.
There's more. I couldn't talk about it during the meeting. But it's something you need to know.
Okay. A message is transmitted to my watch at her gesture. The words "Ever Secret Investigation Report" float in front of me.
A line in there involves what happened at your house that day.
Kaboom Store District? Where Grandma went kaboom and so did
I
Caleb?
sent it to your hunter's watch.
Sorry if
can read
if
it
you're
when
watching
you're
the
home.
stream and you did that know that already. I'm sorry. You are late. Anyway. Send to your hunter's watch. You can read. Okay, understood. Whoa. Thick clouds swallow up the remaining patches of sky. It's dark now, and the wind sweeps away the last remnants of the sunset. All that remains is a bleak white. The weather forecast said there will be heavy rain. At some point, the streets have become quiet. It's as if people sense the approaching storm and are now hiding. I can see the lightning in the distance as it flashes under a cloud. Thunder roars closer again. I should go home. As I'm about to move, a sound presses against my heart like a string, sending a shiver down my spine. Oh, cutscene? Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Again? Oh, it's the eye thing! Wait, that looks different. My heart responds to that eye. The world around me fades, but the call I hear becomes clear. It's behind that, somewhere in the distance, lies the power of Ether Core. Wait, that eye looked so different. Wait. Now there's challenge fights? Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Wait. No, I need to see that again. No, I need to see that again. Sorry, Jenna, hang up. Sorry. Sorry. Need to see that again. Sorry, my rhythm game tapping kicked in. Can I pause this? No, I can't pause this. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, this must be a pre-rendered scene. Okay. Yeah, that looks different than the eye we saw in, from when we were with Silas, I think? Oh, that looks so different. Huh? That was different, right? Wait. Sorry, we're gonna take a quick look at Silas again, sorry. Ah yes! If you haven't gone through the myth.
There's so much blood.
You must press on.
Oh, Silas.
Because if you don't, there's no going back.
I need to see the eye again in the I think it was in this chapter.
The life you owe me. Now is not the time to repay it.
Yeah, okay, Silas. Yep. I just need to get to that cutscene again. I think it was in this chapter. I don't know if that eye was at the end of the main turret or if it was this one. That's why I'm checking.
So this is the Ether Core.
Yeah, no, so this one was yellow.
What?
Oh, Silas.
Its power belongs to you now. Naturally, the vessel will break.
You think it was before Silas? Okay. I want to see the scene again anyway. because of the recent meth
Isn't
drop.
this what you wanted?
Where are you taking me? This is... Go already.
Shame.
What is this thing?
He doesn't look happy. Okay. If you guys say it's actually at the end of the other chapter, I'll go back. Sorry, I wanted to see that scene. That was so funny. I love that scene so much. I also like the phone call where Luke and Kyron are on the phone. Oops. Is it under Deepspace? It's like chapter 8/9. The eye shows after. Oh, after on chapter 1. No, that's chapter 2. What the heck? Oh, here we go. Chapter 1. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been in chapter 1. Holy crap. Hang up! Hang up! Hang up! Hang up! I don't care, Caleb! Okay, fine.
I knew you'd still be awake.
Your
Your first day of hunt?
Okay, yeah, it's fine. It was bad, yep.
Well, that's good. Well, I should be cruising along.
Are
you actually
I just want to see the end of the chapter. Caleb.
Come on. I know how important it is to you. Even if I was in a wheelchair, you'd... Alright. It's been peaceful. The field within the tunnel is as stable as it can be. Very few wanderers. Don't worry.
Wait. Hang on.
Everything else
Just,
is...
I want to confirm the eye thing first, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
Yep.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's late. You should go to...
Excuse me. Yeah, this! Yeah, no, that is different. It is a different eye. Yeah, because this one's more red, and the one we saw at the end of that last chapter is more purple pink? Huh? Okay. First of all, Caleb. I think he's supposed to be the next love interest, mostly because of why would they have Caleb in the game and let us have the voice call, or not the voice call, the text message chat, and not only that, you can still react to his moments post, his moments post. This is, in case you guys didn't know, this is here. You can react to this and reply to this in the game. It does nothing, but it's there. Anyway, why would they leave this in the game if Caleb was not the next love interest? Like, come on, it was kind of blatantly obvious. Anyway, other than that, Caleb works for, he does aerospace stuff, and his job literally has to do with investigating the Deepspace tunnel. And the whole Deepspace tunnel thing is where the, I'm assuming that's what it's alluding to, because the eye thing is like where the ether cores are. Because even MC said at the end of that last clip that it's the power of another ether core. If one ether core was with Silas in the N109 zone, and then there's another ether core associated with the eye, and that eye thing is also purple/pink. Wait, are Caleb's eyes purple-pink? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anyway. I don't remember what Caleb looks like. Aside, I don't remember his eye color.
Why the long face, Pipsqueak?
It's the
I'm just
same
going to Outcast
color!
Academy. Shouldn't you be happy?
But it's all the way in Skyhaven. What if I suddenly crave your braised chicken wings?
Oh, don't be too sad. He'll be back for the holidays.
Grandpa!
I'll make
Grandpa
him
jumped
cook
the
for you
bed!
every day.
Grandpa!
Which means there's a reward for being your free personal chef. What is it? A send-off gift?
Who says
Don't
I
think
got
I
you?
haven't noticed you being all sneaky these past few days. I know
And
what
yes,
you've been doing.
Caleb's evil, I assume, is telekinetic.
Caleb, that's cheating. You can't just use your eval to take it.
I knew it'd be in a style you really like.
Do we get a
Won't you
close
put
up
it
of
on
his
for me?
eyes?
No way, don't you have hands?
No, I don't. Hurry, the train is about to leave.
If I see it's not with you next time, you'll be sorry.
Chat, it's literally the same color. Caleb? Gogo? Are we getting Gogo back? Is it coming soon? Which, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know, or if you're not familiar with like Chinese culture, if you put this game in Chinese, MC calls Caleb Gogo, which is spelled Gege. Gogo is usually used for your older brother, but it's also like a word that you use with any older, or I actually don't remember if it's necessarily older, but like any male person that you want to show respect to, you call them Gogo. Okay, that does not necessarily mean they're blood related, even though it's commonly used between like siblings. Okay. And I know this because I am also part Chinese. I'm not full Chinese, but I was raised Chinese, kind of, but I'm definitely more American Chinese. Anyway, so, if we're getting Gogo Caleb back, oh my god, I don't know how the internet's gonna react. Oh my god. I hope he's coming back next month? Maybe? I feel like next month would be a little too soon because next month is January and I'm sure they're going to have all the hoopla for the 1 year anniversary. So maybe, who knows, maybe it will be the 1 anniversary hoopla. Who knows? Maybe anniversary. Yeah. Caleb, do you got an ether core in the other eye? In this eye? In this lovely eye? Silas's is on this side. Do you have ether core in this eye? Because that's interesting because the spatial protocore, or not protocore, the ether core that they have now, they say it's gravitational pull. Now we assume Caleb's evol involves telekinetic, but they never actually specifically say what his evol ability is. Like with Silas, we thought it was going to be like something to do with blood. It's not blood. His evil is energy. So if we try to bend around and think about Caleb's evil, which you could see he could literally manipulate things and make them float in the air. And then earlier in the scene, he was able to manipulate a falling petal and twirl it in his hand and then let it go. I feel like it could also be gravitational pull. His evil is not necessarily telekinetic. It's specifically to do with gravity. Because you could easily manipulate gravity if you just make things lighter. If you're able to manipulate something to be lighter or heavier to your will, essentially it's kind of like the same thing as telekinetic. I don't know if you can manipulate reality. But also what's very interesting is that ether core that they now have, that the 3 fragments, is it can technically create its own proto field, basically its own alternate reality, which I guess is what you're trying to get at, Finn. So I don't know if Caleb would have that ability either. I don't know. Bro. Bro, the gears, they're turning. I think it's Caleb's time. Oh man. The internet's not gonna be ready, guys. I already can see this going down pretty badly, at least on the global side. Because so many people think that Caleb is an actual, like, brother. Like a step brother or older brother or, like, blood-related brother, when that is not the case. Actually, in his description, don't they say he's, like, a childhood friend? Let's see. Notes. Caleb. Yeah, they said specifically childhood friend. Childhood friend. You saw Caleb and immediately joined your life. Yeah. Yeah, we're discussing theories about Caleb right now. Yeah, childhood friends. But the thing is, some people may think that they're actually siblings for some reason because of the whole grandma took us in when we were young. Because then they associate with step-siblings, and then some people are weirded out by a whole step-sibling dynamic when there is no blood relation whatsoever. Okay, for me, if you're step-siblings and you love each other, that's kind of your own business. You're not related. As long as you're over 18, honestly, that's your guys' business. You know, whatever. Obviously, blood-related, that's a little bit of like that's a little weird. Anyway, but I digress. Anyway, so, but I could see, God, like, global side's gonna maybe have a conniption. China's server's gonna fucking love it. China and probably the Japanese server's probably gonna love it. Because they have, in their fictions and stuff, they have a very strong liking of the whole step-sibling, half-sibling dynamic thing, like taboo stuff, you know, whatever. That's their own doing. I only know, like, I'm very disconnected with my Chinese culture, because, like, once again, I was raised in America, so I was more raised with, like, American values, kind of, but, like, I know for sure, because I've consumed so much Japanese cultural media, that Japan loves their step-sibling love. There's too many animes to count. It would take all of my fingers and toes, and more, to count how many animes that have some weird, like, sibling relationships that are a little too close for comfort. I'm not sure about the Chinese media, because I do not consume Chinese media or anything like that. Like, I don't watch animes or anything. The only Chinese thing I've watched was, like, Have an Official's Blessing, whatchamacallit, Modajushi and the danmes, the classic BL danmes. That is supposed to be not BL because China doesn't like BL stuff. But anyway, but that's literally the extent of my Chinese media consumption, is just like Have its official blessing and all that. So I'm not sure, but I already know for a fact that, like, based on what I saw online on, like, Twitter, TikTok, yeah, it seems like the Chinese also like the tabooness of the sibling relationship. So they're gonna go fucking nuts. Okay? Remember, guys, cultural differences, you gotta acknowledge them, even if you don't agree with it. You gotta be respectful for every single culture, even if it's just a little bit sus. You have every right to reserve your opinion, okay? Vampire Knight one for me. Don't even start with Vampire Knight. That was weird on too many levels. Anyway, but yeah, if that last scene is hinting at Caleb, oh man, it's gonna be a wild ride. Q1 next year. Q1 next year. Yeah, no, Caleb definitely talks. The way that Caleb talks to MC, at least in English, because I only really played this game in English, he definitely has this, like, more than a brother sort of, like, air about him. He's like, the way I describe it, he's the white knight that you don't want. Like, he's willing to be there and be your white knight, but you don't need him to be your white knight. You just want him to be there as, like, a friend. like personally, I would friend zone him. Like if Caleb becomes the next love interest, the tier list, Xavier's gonna move up on the tier list. Okay, Caleb's gonna be at the very rock bottom because I personally do not like Caleb's personality. Now, given that's just based on what available information we have on Caleb right now. But who knows, that might change after we learn a bit more about Caleb and what the hell is going on. I don't know. You already have your dragon. That's totally fine if you think, like, I'm not gonna lie, Caleb is a good looking guy, okay? It's just personality wise, I definitely care more about personality than I do for looks. Okay, yeah, you gotta have the personality. Like, come on. I don't like his personality at all. It is the biggest turnoff for me, where he's like, I'm gonna tease you and like, not gonna. That kind of personality made me want to punch him in the face. I'm sorry, Caleb lovers. I'm sorry. I don't mean any harm. I don't hate you for liking Caleb. That's just my own personal views on him. Like, if you like Caleb, go ahead, have him. I don't want him. You guys can have him all to yourselves. Yeah, I would personally friend zone him. But yeah, because Xavier and Silas has too much going on that I want. like security, and I just like their personalities. Like Silas has like that good balance of like after like listening to like the secret times, the tender moments and stuff, he kind of like strikes that good balance of like teasing, but also he has a good way of showing that he cares about you in his own ways. Caleb though, at the moment, he just seems like he's like the giant like bully teaser, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, one bit. Yeah, no, for me, Zane does it for me, because like throughout the years I have consumed so much like media and anime, video games, I've always gone after the stoic, cold hearted looking ones, but they have like hearts of gold. And then, if there is not an option for a bad boy type character like Silas, for instance, I also go for the happy sunshine boys, which is why I said jokingly, on Twitter, if Grayson was a love interest, he would be number 2. He would easily bump down Silas for me from number 2. Grayson would be number 2. Because I like my sunshine boys and men that act like puppy dogs. They are absolutely adorable. I love them. I love them. Like, I think the best example of, like, the guy that I'm talking about for, like, that's similar to Grayson is if anyone has watched the anime Free, Makoto, I think his full name is Makoto Tachibana. Yeah, Makoto, I love Makoto. I love him so much. And in My Hero Academia, I know they're underage, but in terms of like personality, I love Deku. I love Deku to bits. Given I don't like how edgy he gets later on in the series. But like, given I am an adult woman, so like that'd be weird if I was going after Deku, but I love him as a child. He's like, I want to protect this child, but I also like his personality. He's really, really cute. Why was Caleb? Wait, what? Caleb, what? Makoto is also your favorite from? Yeah, I love Makoto. I love Makoto. I'm just trying to think if there's any other. There's not too many like guys that have fit that kind of like sunshine profile. I'm thinking about it. Actually, a better example from My Hero. I actually love Fat Gum. I adore Fat Gum. I would date him in a second. I love Fat Gum. He's adorable. I love him, and he loves food, and I like food. I think we could get it. I think we can get along. Yeah. More variety in the love is just the widen demographic. Here's the thing. My issue is, so I don't know. You guys don't have to say anything in chat, but I did post a video yesterday talking about my problem with Silas, and it's mostly to do with the fact that he did not come in with a lot of content on his debut, right? I am so worried that if Caleb comes in the game and that he is going to also come in with a similar amount of content. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he will, but I'm just saying if he does, then it's a pattern. And that's gonna frustrate me even more. Because whoever is, like, I know there's a lot of players who are holding out their diamonds for Caleb. And I sure hope you guys are able to spend all of your diamonds on Caleb. 100%. But when Caleb comes into the situation and he has very little free memories that are in the XSpace Echo banner, like, it's gonna suck. In terms of, like, the, oh, that's the wrong list. History? No. It go here and then here. Yeah, so for here, because like I explained in the video, like, this is all of Silas's memories. That's it. That's it. I'm, like, barely scrolling here. Versus, like, Xavier, I'm, like, scrolling forever. Like, like, I am so afraid that Caleb's gonna come into this game and he's gonna have just as much memories as Silas, like this, and then most of his memories are gonna be limited run. Basically making him a pay-to-win love interest. I hope eventually it evens out. I really do, but like the thing is, it's like this hasn't updated since Silas debuted. There's no new memories here. There's none. I mean, same with like Xavier, Zane, and Raphael. There's like no new memories in here for free. It would have been nice. It would have been so nice if they where is it? Is it exchange? Here? Like, it would have been nice if this memory, like these memories, unique aftertaste, sparkling traces, like, if those went into the XSpace Echo banner instead of being in here. Like, it would have been a nice little update, because these are free anyway! You just have to use your what was it, is it called Stardust? Yeah, Stardust. You have to use your Stardust to get these, which you can only do if you get wishes. And I have 190, but I'm waiting for... I think I'm waiting for another Silas memory to come into rotation. 3-star... Yeah, well, okay, 3 stars are not necessarily useless. They're definitely more useless if you're late game. They're more useless if you're late game. According to rumors, banner will be single card and a quad banner. I'm gonna bet you that the single banner is gonna be Xavier, finally. And then the quad banner, of course, is gonna be the quad banner. So, and I realized this after I posted the video that I didn't exactly like finish explaining why I think the whole banner scheduling is thrown off. So the banner scheduling is thrown off because they have to release Silas memories every month. And because they have to release Silas memories every month, it's either going to be a multi-banner or a solo banner. They can't release solo banners every month. So if I really hope that they don't release multi-banners every month. I really don't. I really hope they don't. Because with the way things are, that might be the case, where there's going to be a multi-banner every month. And then if Caleb comes in, it's going to be worse. Multi-banner every... It hasn't even been 3 months. It hasn't even been 3 months in between multi-banners. In September, we had a multi-banner. In October, we had a multi-banner. I think. I had to look at my timeline. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't see the timeline, I did make a timeline. A visual timeline. Let me bring it up here. I won't show it on stream, I'm just gonna look at it. But if you go to my newest posted video about Silas, it's linked in the description. You'll be able to see it. Ah, whoops. Okay, scroll. I need to get to the simplified version. Oh, wait, no, they didn't have a multi-banner in October because of Xavier's birthday. Yeah. But yeah, November we had a multi-banner. Let's see. And then And then yeah, September, October, November. So it seems like it's every other month except for, oh god. So let me see. Multi-banner, February, March, then it was June, then August and September, then November. That's not a lot of a gap. Especially since the gap looks like it came in closer. It became closer after Silas released. My gosh. Oh boy. The game is going to become more and more money greedy next year. Just with all the memories. It's going to be really hard. Unless for some reason, like, everything just pops off for me. Like, it's going to be really hard to keep collecting the memories, guys. For me, especially. Especially if Caleb gets added. That'll be... And especially if they do a multi-banner and includes Caleb. 5 love interests in 1 multi-banner. That is going to be so hard on my wallet. I'm already struggling a little bit with 4 on banner. I assume that they're going to have a multi-banner for the 1-year anniversary. They have to. Yeah, because for the multi-banners for the past year, just to list them off, was Veiled Whispers, which was the Valentine multi-banner, Lingering Gaze, which is the springtime banner. We got Zane's First Kiss. We got Entwined Shadows, all 3 guys kiss on screen. Misty Invasion, bathrobes and half-naked men. Wander and Wander Isekai time with all 4 guys. And then we have Yes Cat Caretaker, which is a cat boys. That's all the multi-banners you missed this year. Unless for some reason they drop... They're probably going to drop a multi-banner for Christmas. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Oh my god. I really hope that they do reruns, but I looked into some of Enfold/Paper Games' games. It does not look like they ever did reruns. Unless I mistook it. Or didn't delve deep enough. Because I didn't play Mr. Love, Queen's Choice, or Love Producer, or actually many other Ultimate games. Like, I did try Obey Me for a bit, like the original Obey Me, not the rhythm game one. I personally did not like Obey Me. It was too money greedy, even for me at the time. And at that time, I didn't have a well-paying job. I was, like, barely working minimum wage at that time. I hope it's wholesome. I hope it's a wholesome Christmas memories. I really do. Usually take a year for... Oh my god, a year? Okay, so guys, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers for rerun banners. I especially hope that, like I said in the video, I especially hope they do the rerun of the myths. Because you guys need the myths. Those are kind of important. Though, what I find, what I'm a little bit miffed about is that the myths, I feel like Zane's was kind of the most disconnected because it just felt like another timeline entirely versus, like, Raphael's did tie in with his current timeline. Then again, like, Xavier's has a lot of, like, I'm gonna assume it has a lot of Shansha references and stuff, like the Chinese, like, fantasy storytelling stuff that I'm not too familiar with that I probably need to study on. Who knows, maybe I'll message subtextually about it and ask, like, hey, so I know you're a Silas, you're mostly focusing on Silas, but any insight on Zane's myth story? Like, I would love to have more, like, historical references and or fantasy context with Zane's myth story, because I feel like it's because I'm not that culturally, like, studied with, you know, my own culture, that I'm missing out of a lot of nuances. It's like his solo Wander and Wonder. I wouldn't say it's a solo Wander and Wonder, because Wander and Wonder was literally everyone getting isekai'd. This was definitely a different timeline. just like with all the other myth memories, but it just feels so disjointed and disconnected in comparison to like Xavier's, Raphael's, and Silas's. That's all. But like I said, it might be just because there's some sort of like nuance that I'm not understanding because I'm not familiar with my own culture, and the literature and the fantasy storylines that are common tropes within Chinese media. So yeah, Xavier's involved with Ever though, so I'm like, I mean, like Xavier is involved with Ever, but who knows? Maybe the reason why he traveled back in time is because he is trying to not be involved with Ever anymore. Who knows? Who knows? And heck, I would not be surprised if Caleb's involved with Ever. He has to be. The place he works for is literally owned by Ever. Okay. Alright, it's 8. It's almost 9. I think I definitely overstayed this stream because I got into lore talking and stuff like that. But hey, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I will, now that I've done all the branching stories, I will go back through the VODs, edit them down so that way it's, and re-upload just the branching stories as one separate YouTube video for each branching story, instead of it being stuck in the VOD. So yes. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you haven't gotten Silas's Myth, get it please. Especially if you like lore and Silas. Like, guys, come on. Come on. How can you not? How can you not? Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at him! He's so good! You need him! Also, make sure to get the free 5-star memory for Xavier as well. Make sure you're checking in every day at the event, okay? Make sure you're checking in and doing this. Get the free 5-star memory, please. Okay? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Oh my god. Bye-bye! Also stream.